Hi, everybody. I need a little lipstick. How do I look? Do I look okay? Listen, Monday night rant. Normally I work out and then I rant. I haven't worked out in like, I don't even know, 10 days. I went on vacation and I ate like a pig and now I have a cold and now I'm just finding an excuse. So a while back, I did a post on, do you think it's rude to wear hats at the table? I got a lot of interesting comments. It was sparked when I went to dinner with my family, and my nephew was at the table. He's 21, and he was wearing his hat. We were at Red Lobster, and we were at a family dinner, and I said, Jesse, take off your hat. I just totally called him out. And he said, no. And then his mom said, no, what does it matter? And it got me to thinking, because I'm like, I'm not a super, like, hoity-toity person, but I don't like hats at the table. So I got thinking about it, and I was like, why don't I like hats at the table? What does it matter? Most of you really agreed that it was super rude. And then only a couple of you said, I don't think it's a big deal and whatever. So my husband is wearing his hat at the table. Does this mean that you think this is good behavior?
I don't know. Am I engaged with you or am I hiding something?
So you think the reason for not wearing a hat is because I can't see your face?
I guess. I don't know.
Because we had this big discussion, and then one of you shared a great article about, first of all, where's their hat like that?
I'm overemphasizing.
Shared this really good article about what it means. And it kind of started way back when in medieval times, I believe. And if you were wearing a hat when you went to somebody's door, you were like slaughtered because they didn't know who you were. And then it carried over into religious because it was a sign of respect when you went into a place of holy worship. And yeah. So I don't...
Expose yourself. Who are you?
What? So you don't like hats at the table either. You don't really like hats.
I don't. They don't look good on me. I don't like them.
I think you look cute.
Unless you're bald, then you gotta hide that.
I have to tell you this story. Okay, I know we're over. The rants are supposed to be 1 minute long, but I have to tell you this story. So I was working with a client, and I worked with this company, and they were like a good company. But the one guy that works for the company always wore a baseball hat. Always. And we went to a meeting, and it was for a contract for a job, and he wore his hat. They never got the job, and time went by, and whatever, it didn't matter. And one day I saw the person who was interviewing him for the job, and we got talking, and that person said to me, you know, what really bothered me was that he was wearing a hat, and we were in a professional meeting, and he was wearing a baseball hat.
Can see your eyes.
So, you know, it's
to the devil.
It's funny because, like I said, I'm a pretty like loosey-goosey person, but I'm a really big believer in taking care of yourself and looking nice and presenting yourself well. And I think, you know, when you wear a baseball hat to a formal event or to a dinner or somewhere, it's kind of like you're saying,
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
There's a whole movement too.
I don't know.
And that's the other thing, right?
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Maybe it doesn't matter. There's a whole movement with the millennials. Like I went to a conference and this guy, Gary Vee, for you guys who follow Gary Vee, he's huge, right? He's this entrepreneur guy. He's got like a massive cult following. The guy comes out on stage. He's probably worth, I don't even know, hundreds of millions of dollars. And he's wearing like jeans, sneakers, and a toque. And I was like, wow, you know.
They were new and clean.
They were new and clean, and they're probably expensive sneakers. But, you know, the Italian culture, and I always go back to, like, your mom and your dad, like, it's a big thing, like, to look nice, to dress nice. And
look good, feel good, perform better.
Get up, dress up, and show up. And I can remember when I met Adriano, and we were dating, and he came to my birthday party. And him and his brother came to my birthday party. They had been at an Italian wedding, and they showed up in suits.
You look good.
They did look good. And my dad was like, Now that guy, he's respectful.
You see?
So
it's a little bit of coincidence there. We showed up with suits. But it worked out okay.
First impressions, and
yeah, totally.
it does matter. And I think, you know, our younger generation, you know, I think
that's why I dress up just to go out. Like I can't even. It's a big deal when I just take track pants out. I don't like that. I'm like, what if
there's a time and a place for your track pants, honey. When you come home,
gym, fine, but
when you come home from a day of work, there ain't nothing like putting on your track pants.
That's fine at home. If I go out, I gotta
track pants
for the most part. Unless I feel sick. I hate this hat.
It's getting a little hostile. And that's our cue to sign off. Thanks so much for joining MF and AF on this extremely long, overindulgent rant that really has no meaning. We'd love to know what you think. Thanks for joining us. Bye!